So, guys, here's my situation. So, I live here in Phoenix. I live in my parents' house, and my car is really weird. So, I did Amazon Flex a ton in my car. I bought it at 110,000 miles. Now it has 145,000 miles. And so I bought it um and then added 35,000 more miles doing Amazon delivery and road trips. I drove everywhere. I mean, I drove California. As soon as I bought the car, I bought it in Arizona. As soon as I bought it, I drove to California and did summer sales. I just knocked on doors for 2 weeks. And then I went back to Utah and then went to Colorado. And then I went to I did another road trip that went up through Idaho. I went up through Utah to Idaho, then down to Utah. I visited some people. I went to Rexburg in Idaho, and then I went down to Utah, visited some people. Went down to Arizona for my brother's wedding. Then I then I did a quick trip back Utah or to Colorado and back to Arizona. Or actually, I'm mixing that up. When I went back to Colorado, and then I drove across the country to Charlotte, North Carolina. I stayed in Charlotte, North Carolina for 2 weeks. I visited Orlando. After seeing Orlando, I went all the way back. So first, I went from Colorado to North Carolina. So I went through Kansas. What was it? What's up there? Kansas. What's just barely to the right of Kansas? I might have to check the map right now. Oh, I can't see the map. Kansas City. I don't know what Missouri, Kansas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, and then I slept in Kentucky. I slept in Kansas, and I slept in Kentucky, and then I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I hung out with Orlando for 2 weeks. It was so fun to see that guy. It was just such a blast, and I did Amazon delivery there. I delivered a bunch of packages. Problem is, I added a lot of miles to my car, and it wasn't that good of a car to begin with. That's what I hate about cars. Like, every car eventually breaks down. It's pretty sad. So then I drove south. So I drove back to Arizona, and I drove through different states because I drove through Little Rock, Arkansas. I drove through Tennessee. I don't know how they all go. Tennessee, Arkansas, New Mexico. I even hit Texas. Oklahoma. Oklahoma was really beautiful drive. It was fun. And then I got back to Arizona. I stopped in Oklahoma City and checked it out. I looked around, then back to Arizona, and then I made it just in time for church on Sunday. And it was there. That's where I stayed. So I stayed there. And then I kind of hung out for a while, and ended up getting a job with my uncle. And then after that, I drove back to Colorado and then back to Arizona. And while I was on my way back to Arizona, my brakes started giving out. And about halfway through my brakes, maybe 3/4 of the way, my brakes completely gave out. So that means, like, you push the brake, it does nothing. Okay? So I got back to Arizona, and my brakes were completely out. And then the way I got back was I just drove really slow. I drove kind of slow and very carefully, and it was definitely a little stressful because think about that. I was driving on freeways with literally no brakes. I mean, have you ever done that? You press the brakes and it doesn't stop. So if I ever if something came in the middle of the road, I would have been toast. So I did that, and then I got back to Arizona, and and that's when I started working for my uncle, doing construction, and that was pretty hard. That was really hard. Yeah, it was good though. Fun times. So after that, then I moved back to Colorado and helped my family move to Arizona, and we all moved to Arizona, and we've been here ever since. And I honestly got a little lazy after that, so I'm trying to get back to like working really hard, because I worked really hard before that, and it kind of burned me out because I grinded super hard. Now I'm trying to like get back into working hard, so trying to do Amazon delivery as much as I can and save up for a good car, and like just save up. I don't know, my life is really weird right now because I've just been grinding, and I haven't made time for friends. I haven't hung out with any friends. I've just been like focus, grind, and I've been studying the scriptures. Like I've been just grinding so hard, and it just takes it out of you. Like working so hard and for so little pay, it just takes it out of you so much. But I don't know like God. I don't really know God, but I know that he's there. Like I don't know if I know God. Like I know that he created the earth, and I know he's there, but I don't I don't know him, because he's like he feels so far out there. I just can't reach him. So that's definitely a humbling thought. He's just so far out there. I mean, he's just so far. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So my plan is to just keep grinding, keep humble myself lower and lower, and work harder and harder. My plan is just keep working and keep trying as many things as I can. And if I get setbacks, I mean, I've already experienced like setbacks, but if I experience more setbacks, emotional setbacks and things, then I just gotta remember that's how you grow. Is when you read Moses 1, Moses experienced setbacks. Like that's how he grew. He had cycles of strength and fatigue. And so when you have those moments of fatigue, that's when you just need to double down, lower your humility even more than it already was, increase your faith. You have to abase yourself. The lower you abase yourself, the higher you will be exalted. Okay? So the lower you can go, the more work you're willing to put in, the humbler you are, that's the higher you'll be exalted. So anyways, peace.